Choose one option, then select OK. Hey! Somebody mentioned the vlog to me the other day, and when I checked, I hadn't released an episode since January 2024. That's 2 years. It's the final week of January. So shall we do this? So started today with a voiceover, which is something I hardly ever do. Over the past year, that has really dropped away in my business. AI has taken over there. Also, in the past couple of weeks, I've got a new podcast client come in, and they have recorded a live episode, so I need to edit that. And I did all of that wearing my gym gear, so that at about 11 o'clock, I wouldn't have an excuse to fob it off. I'll be honest with you, last year I pretty much abandoned exercise. This year I've been consistent since Boxing Day, so a month now. I'm feeling much better for it. Started today by finishing off the video podcast that I was editing yesterday, and I'm really enjoying that. But straight after finishing that, started work on a new podcast. What I'm really liking though is that this new one that I'm working on today is back just to being an audio podcast. And whilst I like doing the video stuff, I do much prefer editing audio only podcasts. It's a different thing. It's quicker, tidy, and tweak things in a totally different way. So really enjoying doing this audio one. But with that client, we are recording in video so that I can create social media clips as something that I do for them as well. So yes, enjoying that. So I've made a start. Gonna do a little bit more, have some lunch, and then we are playing Mario Kart in the Being Freelance Community. Tuesday evening ended a little bit differently with an unexpected road trip for me and my daughter to get her saxophone fixed. And then, in a bid to be a bit more organised with my inbox, I'm sure I say this every year, I sat and went through loads of emails, cleared out about 100. This morning, woke up early, get up, have a cup of tea, and start working on some writing that I'm doing. I'm writing an article for Freelancer magazine, and the deadline is this Friday. It's kind of in my head, I just need to start getting it down. So you may have noticed that I'm using quite a few different apps for video and content creation. I do my main video editing in Final Cut, main audio editing in Hindenburg. But I also like to use Descript. I think it's excellent for transcripts and then creating from the video more social cuts. But also, even though I find the editor in Riverside a bit clunkier, they are updating these softwares so often that every now and again I will go back into Riverside, for example. I put dinner in the oven this evening and then came up here just to try it out on a client video, just to see what it can do now. And actually the layouts have all changed. The editor is better than it used to be. It improves all the time. And so I really think it's worth trying out these different tools. But one thing I noticed this evening on Riverside was a beta testing for improving the video quality. Come and have a look. This is what it was. And then this is what it did to it when it tried to improve it. Can you see the two side by side? How good is that? So you see, it's so worth trying out the ones that you do have and checking out the new features that they have. Decided to have a change of scene today, headed into a coffee shop in town to get that Freelancer magazine article written. At the end of last year, I became one of their expert columnists. So there's a group of us, each with our own specialism. Mine is about community. I just find it really good having a change of scene. You know, I spend so much time at home. So yes, 2 years, mostly same old, really. Still doing the Being Freelance podcast. It celebrated 10 years this time last year, so now 11 years. Being Freelance Community, still going well, but work has definitely been quieter the last couple of years. I mentioned AI taking away the voiceover work I've always done. I think some of the tools that are now available are also making video editing seem easier to do, so I think some of that is being done by people themselves. There's still the more interesting, meatier video jobs out there, but I've got to make sure that people know that that's what I do. And I think I've always suffered by the fact that I have mixed messaging. One is targeted towards freelancers, where I'm like, hey, come look at Being Freelance podcast, come join the community.
This is Katie Chappell.
This is amazing.
She's an illustrator for live events and she's on the latest Being Freelance podcast.
This is cool. I love drawing.
And then there is, well, what do I do as a freelancer? So last year I decided to spend much more time on LinkedIn. Yet again, it's about making it a habit though, isn't it? Just as I fell out of the habit of exercise last year, I did fall into the habit of LinkedIn.
Let's talk about the Traitors podcast I made. So, we had our host who went to interview... Hang on. There we go, that's better. Got a cloak.
Let's find out who's playing the game and who's about to be banished.
And it definitely paid off. I've had lots more opportunities come my way, either because people have searched me and found me on LinkedIn, or people who already know me are reminded that I exist and therefore refer me. So I've been trying to create a couple of posts a week, one targeted towards freelancers.
Hello and welcome to the Freelance Weather Report.
Literally every month I do this thing that I call the weather report, where I look at what's going on in the world outside. I look at what's going on in my personal world. I look at what's going on in my world of work. And I look at what's going on in my social world.
A groundswell of technological hot air centred around a depression of AI coming up from the south.
One, talking about what I do behind the scenes with video and podcasts.
Do you ever see a video podcast where the people look a bit like this? The host, perhaps perfectly framed, the guest, less so. There's an easy way to fix it.
Yes, LinkedIn is clearly where lots of businesses are hanging out, and that's where I need to spend more effort. But yet again, the trap has happened, and that is, right now, this week, I am busier with work, as you can see in this video. I'm still prioritising exercise, and I'm not spending as much time on LinkedIn. I've not spent as much time creating the posts. So there we go. I know I need to do it, and I will do it. I'm doing it right now. But it just goes to show that, yes, it works. But you need to keep doing it even when you're busy. And I know that, and this is my reminder to myself. Do it, Steve. Post on LinkedIn. Go comment.
So I ended up
having a fun morning, did co-working in the Being Freelance Community, sent off my Freelance magazine article to the editor, and the winner is Cass Finney! Did the Non-Employee of the Week Awards, then a bit of admin, and a workout at lunch. Now I'm working on the next episode of the Being Freelance podcast for this weekend. Something new I'm trying this year. Even after 11 years of doing the podcast, I've decided to try something new, which is more like an audio blog post. So it's like me giving my thoughts in between quotes from guests that back it up. If I do another video, I will tell you about it then. It's a bit hard to go into, but it's working really well. There's quite a lot to do on that. Hey, how you doing? I'm Steve Folland. Welcome to another short Being Freelance episode.
I don't know, there's definitely been times the past year or two that have been much harder going. Like, for the first time, you can feel a bit stuck. And gradually finding my way through to firmer ground. And I think if I can keep up the business habits as much as the personal ones, like exercise and dog walking, like you've seen in this video, sorry there's been so much of it. If I can do that, then hopefully we'll be up and running in no time.